Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited about today's Lunch and Learn, episode 37, unless I lost count. And we're going to talk about why to set goals. Now, I want to tell you that today is, what's today? Wednesday. Oh, it's only the 28th? I don't know why I thought it was the 29th. So Wednesday the 28th. Oh, a little heat rash, look at that. Oh my. Oh, anyway. And we are Rachel Jackson, a multimillionaire mentor and friend and business partner of mine. We've been working together for almost 6 years now. And for the last 5 years, we've done a goal setting mastery. And that's going to take place next Tuesday, January 3rd. And we only have 1,000 spots, and over 250 of them are gone since posting this morning, because we are not opening up just for our team. We're opening it up to the entire industry to come and find out, you know, some of our best strategies and practices for setting goals so that you can crush your goals in the new year in 2017. So make sure to go to my Facebook page and there's a link there, and get registered. If we have to, we'll extend it, but right now we only have 1,000 spots. Of course, we're going to record it and make it available. But today, you know, before we go through strategies, and we're going to, it's usually about an hour and a half, 2 hour session, because we're actually going to give you time to do goals. So make sure you get a fresh journal, or at least have enough in your pages in your journal to do the actual exercise with us. You're going to write down your goals, and we're going to give you some strategies on setting those. But right today, I just wanted to talk about, why do you even want to set goals in the first place? Now, I should be able to just start and end this with one simple fact. This is what I should be able to start and end this with, is one simple fact, is that the 3% of the most successful people, and I'll give you some little statistics on the 3%. A couple years ago, I looked at, I don't know, Wikipedia or some kind of website that talked about incomes, and I found out that 2.7% of U.S. households made a combined income of $250,000 or more. So if one man was working and he made $250,000, and the woman was a stay-at-home mom, or one woman was working and she made $250,000 and he was a stay-at-home dad, or one person made $120,000 and one made $130,000, or one made $200,000, one made $400,000. Combined household income, meaning the entire household income, only 2.7% of all U.S. households make a combined income of $250,000 or more. So 3%. So I would consider that the wealthiest, 3%, right? $250,000, and doesn't go far here in Northern California or, New York or some parts of Florida. But it's a lot of money, because the average dual income household income, it's killing me here. That's a heat rash, by the way. I got hot. The combined household income in the United States is like $53,000 or $55,000 a year. So it's quite a jump, right? That's the average. So how do you get into that 3%? Well, here's what I know. This is why you should set goals. And we're going to talk a little bit more, give you some information. But the 3% of people who are the most successful, who set goals, I want you to, this is the $1 million nugget. This is why you're going to listen today. This is why you're going to register for Tuesday's goal setting session on January 3rd at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern, and have at least an hour and a half to 2 hours set aside in quiet, clean journal, is that the 3% of the people who set goals make more money than the 97% of the population, all combined, who don't. Meaning the revenue and income that the 3% generate in their households, anywhere from $250,000 a year up to billions, is more income than the other 97% all added together. That's why you set goals. Because if you don't set goals, then you're not living with intention. You're not living with direction. You're not living with a map of where to go. And it could be something as simple as, I do a one-a-month video, and I apologize for all the people who are not on my team, but it talks about our company. So, just use a filter. But one a month how you can, generate, hundreds of thousands of people, or, thousands of people and hundreds of thousands of dollars in volume by enrolling one distributor a month. That's a plan. I've had that plan for 9 years and 8 months in the industry, and I've been at the top of 4 companies, literally at the top. Top 80 out of probably 2.5 million, number 3 in my second company, top 11 out of, a million plus, and already in 15 months, top 40 or so out of, 100,000. I don't know how many people are in my company. So this is why I've had a plan. Why don't you just get in your car and drive around when you get there? How would you feel if your friend said, hey, let's go spend some time together? And you're like, sure, what are we going to do? And you get in the car and they're like, nothing, we're just going to drive around. Why wouldn't you do that? Because it's going to waste time and money. Now, unless you want to have quality time or we're going to talk, but you would never just get in your car without a destination in mind. Well, why are you driving your life with no destination? And goals are your destination. So if you don't have goals and a map and a plan and a strategy, you are literally going to be the same place next year as you are now, and you were probably last year and the year before that and 5 years ago, because you haven't had a plan. It's so funny. My husband sat there last night for a good 4 hours and he's very intentional, and he owns his own traditional business, and he sat there with a journal, and he has like 12 different colored pens that he won't let my kids touch. They're really nice, sharp pens. Stacy Vasilovich, if you're on, you would totally appreciate this. He's like, he learned a journaling system of how to, you plan out your year and map it out and have goals. And I remember last year he did the same thing because he learned it and he loves it. And last year, I remember 6 months into the year, he's like, hey, look, my goal for the entire year, we hit, in 6.5 months. And why? Because he had it on paper, right? So he doubled the revenue of his company in 1 year because he had goals and he had plans and he had strategies, right? So we're going to teach you the strategies on Tuesday. So I'm not going to go into strategies. This is a why. Why do you want to set goals? Why do you want to be on that webinar? Why should you spend some time every year, between Christmas and New Year's, planning your year? And that is because growth doesn't happen by accident. You don't get better by accident. Hard work is awesome and it's totally necessary, especially as an entrepreneur, but it's not a strategy. Most people think they have goals. Just the desire to get to your next rank is not a goal. It's a hope, it's a dream, it's a desire, but it's not a goal. A goal is, I'm going to make this many phone calls, I'm going to do this many presentations, I'm going to sign up this many customers, I'm going to sign up this many distributors, I'm going to generate this much revenue, and then I'm going to teach other people to do it, and is literally writing it out. You are the CEO. Now this is definitely something that realtors and any other business owners can use, but let's just talk about network marketing. Is you know exactly what volume is needed. Sorry, just smear my makeup. Awesome. You know exactly what volume is needed to get to your different ranks. You know what volume is needed in your team to also generate income, right? It's all in your comp plan, and you're the CEO of your company. So don't tell me that you plan to go to the Intergalactic Global Ambassador Super Triple Diamond Platinum rank next year if you don't have a plan. Like, that's silly. It's not going to happen by accident. It doesn't matter how many people you talk to, how many people you can sell or close. It doesn't matter how charismatic you are and how connected you are. It doesn't matter how big your dreams are, how big your desires are, how coachable you are. If you don't have goals and don't put the plan together, you're not going anywhere. Nowhere. It's just like a jet. When it takes off, you got a flight plan. If not, you don't end up where you want to go, right? And so as a leader, it's really important because you're the pilot of that jet. So it's important for you to not only know your goals, but it's important for you to know people's goals on your team as well, so that you can help them get to their goals. You can design it. And if you're new in the industry, you're new in your company, talk to your leaders. Talk to them about realistic goals and realistic steps to get to those goals. But if you don't plan and structure, you're going to be in the same place. I always set business goals and I crush them out, and I let the other goals go by the wayside. I'll be completely candid with you, and my time hop very lovingly, you know, tells you exactly what you wrote last year. And I was kind of pissed off this year because last year I had a clear goal to lose weight, and I'm actually heavier this year than I was last year by a couple pounds, and that pissed me off. And all I could think of was I planned it, but I wrote it down and I never saw it through. I didn't. And so I think not only that you need to plan it out now, but you need to make commitments to see it through. And because I let business, like I have a weird priority in my head that it's like my family and relationships, you know, my business, and then me last. And I really shouldn't do that. I'm very selfless with my time. Instead, you know, I'll be all ready and I'll be in workout gear and I'll be ready to go on the elliptical or go hiking, and the phone will ring and it'll be a 3-way call, and I'll literally stop and I'll take that call. And I probably shouldn't do that because, you know, health goals are very important, and considering that I'm a wellness entrepreneur. Now, I am not overweight by any stretch, and my BMI is perfectly healthy, and my, you know, whatever, body fat. But I have personal goals. Like I want to look great on the beach, and I want to make sure that I don't have unhealthy visceral fat on me, and I want to feel great, and I want to have great energy all day long. So, but it's not about just hoping and dreaming and wishing and saying, oh, it sounds great, or wouldn't it be awesome, or yes, I'm going to intergalactic global rank, right? It's not about that, guys. It's having a realistic, clear, specific, time measurable way of getting there, which we're going to go through the strategies. But there's 999 success principles, probably even more than that. But none of them work without a plan. None of them work without goals. None of them work without self-discipline. So if there's one thing that I can advise all of you is, you know, the theme for me, and this is what I would say, if you don't have a theme, I always have a theme for the year. My theme when I go journaling every day, when I go with my goals, is intentionality. Like my goals, my 2017 is going to be a goal of intentionality, of, you know, discipline, like, you know, walking the walk, because that's the hardest, and it is hardest to lead yourself. But when you write down goals, you've got the laws of the universe. Now, a lot of people think the law of attraction and all that is hocus pocus. It's absolutely not. The law of gravity. Oh, isn't this awesome? Someone's like literally on my porch. The guy, the gardener. I don't know if you can hear that. Sweeping leaves. It's like, thanks, guy. I can barely hear myself. But anyway, the laws of of success are ironclad, just like gravity. So the law of attraction is what, you know, we've done lots of things, lots of episodes on this. So this is just a quick review. Is knowing exactly what you want and then making a plan to get it. Your body will start, or your brain will start putting you in situations, and you're more likely to get it. The law of expectation is you get what you expect, right? So if you have a plan, if you plan to be healthy, if you plan to be wealthy, if you plan to get out of debt, if you plan to go up in rank, you will get that. And then the law of correspondence, meaning that everything that happens on the outside corresponds to what's going on the inside. So when you set a goal, and you write them down, you're initiating 3 ironclad, very strong laws at the same time, which is the law of attraction, law of expectation, and the law of correspondence simultaneously, which is why the 3% who set goals make more money in income than the 97% of people who don't, who just hope their year is going to get better, that plan to work hard, that they keep dreaming and they keep showing up and they're engaged, but you're not putting it into a plan. And it could be a simple plan. Like I said, my one a month, you know, and you can just go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Create Wealth with Tara, Create Wealth with Tara. And I would suggest you going to subscribe anyway, so you'll never miss a lunch and learn, so you can watch it on your lunch or dinner or workout time or walk time or morning time or evening time, to get little bits that can help you. But I do have a video, and again, it is talking about my product and my, not my product much, but my company, so just know. But the 3% of adults who do this every year are going to continue to grab the pie. And someone asked me the other day, I think on Facebook, they're like, you know, why is it that so many people fail? Well, there it is, right there. Because if you fail to plan, you will plan to fail. And that's why people fail, is because they're not living their life by design. And I want to just read a quick excerpt from John Maxwell, and we'll wrap up because, again, we're going to go through so much of this on Tuesday, January 3rd, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 Eastern. And go to my Facebook page. The link is right there. It's probably two below this video about where to go to register. And again, we are 30% at capacity already. I just got a text from Rachel. We're already 30% at capacity, and we just posted this like 3 hours ago. So it's filling up fast because we're opening it up to our entire networks, which is, we have double that in distributors on our team alone. So we plan on it being, very full. All right. So I want to read you 2 lists of people, and I want you to think the first list is the 97%. Now, think about who you are, right? So I'm going to read the first list, and then I'm going to read the second list. And this is the 97%. The 97% plan to start tomorrow. There's always, I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start my health goals tomorrow. I'm going to start my business goal tomorrow. I'm going to make those calls tomorrow, right? I'm going to write those down tomorrow. I'm going to register for that event tomorrow. So, the 97% plans to start tomorrow. They wait for growth to come. They learn only from mistakes. They depend on good luck. They quit early and often. Ooh, they're quitters. Ugh. They fall into bad habits. They talk big. The 97% talk big. They play it safe. Ooh, you can't be an entrepreneur and play it safe. They think like a victim. They think life happens to them, not for them. They think that the world is conspiring, that the upline doesn't care, that their friends are all negative, that nobody wants what they have. They think like a victim. Like their situation is different. Every time someone says, oh, but Tara, you don't understand. People in this town are different. Well, I'll tell you, I've been to 12 countries. I've been to almost every state. I've been to all over the world and hundreds of cities training. I've never been to a city where someone didn't say, but Tara, people are here are different. No. You're different. They rely on talent. Now, this is an important one because talent's important, but the 97% who are not successful rely on talent. And they stop learning after graduation. That's the 97%, right? Now, here's the 3%. Now, again, I'm going to read it quick. They plan to start tomorrow. They wait for growth to come. They learn only from mistakes. They depend on good luck, quit early and often. They fall into bad habits. They let life happen to them. They talk big. They play it safe. They think like a victim. They rely on talent, and they stop learning after graduation. I hope that none of you are in that. Now, let's talk about the 3%, the people who live with intention and plan their life. People who are the 3%. And now, if you're not, this is your wake-up moment that all you have to do is stop doing the things that the 97% do and start doing what the 3% do. The 3% insist on starting today. When do you want to start your future? Today. It's not like, oh, I want to get healthy in 7 days from now when the new year starts. No, I'm gonna eat a salad today. I'm gonna drink more water today. I'm gonna go on a walk today, right? They take complete responsibility of their growth. Growth doesn't happen by accident, and they know that it's up to them to grow. They often learn before mistakes, meaning, why would you ever not read a network marketing book? One of these days I'm going to do a lunch and learn on all the network marketing books that I've learned and read and all the lessons I've learned. Why wouldn't I? These are people who have decades of experience and have been in situations that are going to be exactly like the ones that I've been in. Why wouldn't I read a book? So I will learn from mentors. You learn from watching. They rely on hard work, not talent. Hard work. Hard work beats talent every single day of the week, all day, every day. They persevere long and hard, meaning they don't quit early and often. They fight for good habits. They're constantly reassessing what habits are getting them to their goals and what habits are serving them, not taking them off of their goals and derailing them. They're always following through. The 3% follow through. They say, I'm going to make that call. They make that call. I'm going to be on that call. I'm going to be on that call. I'm going to go to that event. I'm going to go to that event. I'm going to register for this. I'm registered. I can always tell who's the most engaged on my team because when we post something like we're having a 2-hour goal setting session, they're like, we're registered now. the people that are like, I'm registered now, like, don't wait for, why would you wait 2 hours? It takes 30 seconds to register for an event. Why would you wait? Register right now. Like, as soon as we're done with this lunch and learn, I want you to be like, I'm registering. That's the kind of person that gets into the 3%. They think like a learner. It's a lifetime of learning. They rely on character, not talent, character. And they never stop growing. You know, I gotta get, I'll get it prepared for the goal setting session, but I read something so powerful that the average CEO that makes so much more money than the average person, like 100 times or whatever it is, reads almost like every day. A CEO, you know, a Fortune 500 CEO is going to be reading probably daily. Probably something in leadership and growth, development, speaking, whatever it is. People who are always getting better and climbing up are growing intentionally. And you'll never, ever, ever keep going unless you keep growing. Because things are changing so fast, you can be obsolete in 5 years. Like, had I not adapted to Facebook, I can't even quantify it, but I'm just thinking of some of the people that I brought in 100% from Facebook and the people they led me to and the income that I made by the ranks that I achieved solely from Facebook. I would say it's probably in the neighborhood of $600,000 to $800,000 that I've earned from Facebook. What if I didn't adapt? There's a lot of people that I met here, you guys that are on my team now that I met through Facebook. What if I was a dinosaur? We wouldn't know each other. I wouldn't be doing these. You know, it's like, you got to adapt. And so, you know, your year is going to be as good as you design it to be. You've got to be intentional about your growth. And intentionality means writing a plan. And so why set goals? Because if you don't have goals, I promise you, you are going to be exactly where you were last year or worse, because what's not growing is dying. Or worse is you could be worse off, right? You could be in more debt. You could be in worse health. And you could be, you know, more frustrated and in being, you know, different company or, you know, just failing still. It doesn't matter where you start. Your year will be better if you plan it to be. So think like the 3%. Everyone always asks me, Tara, what's the secret to success? The secret to success is doing the things that the most successful people, the top 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, whatever you call it, even if you're just top 5%, isn't that a whole heck of a lot better than being on the bottom 95%? And I'll tell you, I got there very quickly. In network marketing, I went from scratch to being in the top 2.7% wealthiest Americans by myself without my husband's income in 15 months while raising 2 tiny kids working 40 hours a week. Why? Because I had goals and I had a plan and I executed it. So no matter where you start from, I went from never doing network marketing to making $35,000 a month in 15 months in this industry because I had plan and goals and execution. So I urge you to right now go to your computer as soon as we log off in 1 minute, I'm almost done here, and go and register for that goal setting session. It's free. There's no downside. And don't register and take up a spot if you don't plan to be there. So we will see you on January 3rd at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 Eastern, and we will give you specific, clear instructions on how to set goals. We'll go into, again, some more psychology of why to set goals, and then we will actually be writing our goals with you, and we'll be giving you a lot of information, new content on how to make 2017 your most successful, your most healthy, and your most fulfilling year of your life. So thank you guys for joining me today. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. I've been trying with kids home from vacation and all the holidays. I've been struggling to get here, but I'm glad I got here today because it's really important. And please subscribe so you never miss an episode. There will be hundreds of new episodes in 2017 of Lunch and Learn. And again, it's youtube.com/create wealth with Tara. This will be live on my Facebook, and I will also upload it to YouTube today. Thank you, beautiful people, and we will see you soon. Have a good day, everyone. And make it a goal to watch Lunch and Learns. Shameless plug. Love you guys.